For nearly a decade, Marcus would walk past the same rusted telephone pole on 135th and Oakwood. The poster flapped in the wind, faded, torn, nearly forgotten. He'd glance at it, never thinking much of it, until one rainy afternoon, something changed. His knees buckled, his hands trembled, because the girl in the photo, that was his sister. Marcus Reed, 29 years old, works night shifts as a delivery driver in Detroit. Quiet, keeps to himself, doesn't smile much. Life hasn't been kind to him. Raised in the foster system after he and his younger sister, Alana, were separated at ages 9 and 6. He doesn't talk about her, doesn't even remember her face. All he has left is a vague memory of holding her hand at a gas station before social workers pulled them apart. I always felt like I left a part of me behind that day, but I didn't know how much until I saw that face. Every night on his delivery route, Marcus would stop at 135th and Oakwood for a smoke. Same corner, same light pole, same tattered poster of a missing girl named Lana R. She disappeared at 6 years old. Went missing from a foster home in Chicago. No updates, no leads, just that poster. Marcus never really looked at it until that day. It was raining. He lit a cigarette, leaned back, and looked at the poster as he always did. But this time he saw it. The eyes, the nose, that dimple. It hit him like a brick wall. Lana R., he whispered. Wait. Her full name was Alana, his sister's name. He drops his cigarette. His hands shake. He pulls the poster off the pole. Could it be? Marcus rushes home and digs through a shoebox under his bed. Old files, school photos, a worn-out letter with the social worker's name. His sister was taken to a different home in Chicago. After that, nothing. No visits, no calls. System lost the file. He was told she was placed with a family, but he never got their names. They said she was adopted. They lied. The more he reads, the more it becomes clear. Alana wasn't adopted. She was reported missing 6 months after placement. Marcus starts digging. He calls the number on the poster. It's disconnected. He contacts the police department that filed the missing report. They say they archived the case due to lack of leads. He speaks to an officer off the record. Cases like that don't get priority unless the family keeps pushing. The cop tells him, was she white? No, black. Yeah. That explains it. Marcus hangs up, sick to his stomach. He begins researching similar cases. Hundreds of black children, lost, forgotten, ignored. He sees reports of children going missing from foster homes, homes that were never vetted properly. Some ran away, some were trafficked, some just vanished. They failed her, he says aloud. They failed us both. He calls a private investigator, an old veteran who volunteers for cold cases. Marcus shares everything. The man agrees to help. The PI digs up the original case file. Inside is a note, Lana Reed, possible runaway. No further action, but there's a red flag. Her case file was closed just 2 weeks after being filed. And the woman who filed the report? She's no longer working for the agency. No interviews, no follow-ups, no media coverage. The PI finds an old photo, taken by a neighbor around the time of her disappearance. A car was spotted near the foster home. License plate partially visible. They run it. It matches a man currently serving time for trafficking minors. Marcus feels sick. Could Alana have been taken, and no one cared enough to find her? Did she live the last 10 years thinking no one was looking for her? He stares at the girl's photo, and then he notices something else. In the corner of the poster is a website, missingblackgirls.org. He logs on. Dozens of cases, names, faces, stories. Then his heart skips. There's a forum. A user posted 3 months ago under the name A.Reed 1996, asking, what if no one ever came for you? What if you don't even remember who you are? Marcus can barely breathe. The post was made in a support group for survivors of child trafficking. He creates an account and sends a message. A.Reed 1996, My name is Marcus. I think you're my sister. He waits. 1 day, nothing. 2 days, still nothing. On the third day, a reply. If this is real, tell me what I whispered to you at the gas station. The day they took me. Marcus stares at the screen. His lips tremble. He whispers to himself, "Don't let go. Ever." After 10 years, Marcus may have found his sister. But what happened to her during those years may be too painful to face. And the system that let her disappear, it's about to be exposed. Marcus's fingers hover over the keyboard. The message from user A.Reed 1996 is burned into his mind. If this is real, tell me what I whispered to you at the gas station. The day they took me. He types slowly. You said, "Don't let go. Ever." He hits send and waits. A minute. 5. Then, ding. A reply. Marcus. His chest tightens. He grabs his phone, trembling. "I've looked for you my whole life," she writes. "I thought I made you up." They exchange voice messages. Her voice is older, heavier, but unmistakably her. Alana. She remembers fragments. Being taken from a foster home late at night. Waking up in different cities. Locked rooms. New names. She escaped at 14 and lived on the streets until a woman took her in. She never used her real name again. Never trusted anyone enough to ask for help. They erased me, Marcus. I was gone and nobody came. Marcus fights back tears. I'm here now. I swear. I'm not letting go this time. They agree to meet at a small coffee shop in Ohio. Marcus arrives early, pacing outside in the cold. Then she walks in, older, eyes tired, hair pulled back, but it's her. They embrace, tight, long, silent. No words, just tears. You came, she whispers. I never stopped looking, he replies, even when I didn't know I was. Alana shares what she remembers. The name of the man who took her, Raymond, the tattoo on his hand, a snake eating its tail, the white van with a dented bumper. Marcus gives the info to the PI. Within days, they link Raymond to a known trafficker. Raymond Fisk, arrested in Indiana in 2015 for kidnapping charges, never convicted due to insufficient evidence. The PI gets access to files, photos, testimonies, victim statements. In one of them, a girl describes a younger girl kept in the basement, silent, terrified. Nickname, Little Lonnie. Marcus and the PI go public. They take Alana's story to a local news station. Within days, it goes viral. Missing black girl found after 10 years. System failed to protect her. Old social workers come forward anonymously. They admit case files were lost, background checks skipped, complaints buried. They said girls like her don't go far. One former employee reveals. They stopped looking after a week. The foster care agency faces massive scrutiny. A formal inquiry begins. A nonprofit law group offers to help. They file a civil lawsuit against the agency and the state child welfare office. Alana testifies. She breaks down on the stand describing the night she was taken. The years of silence, the constant fear. They said nobody was coming for me, that I didn't matter. And for a long time, I believed them. Her voice cracks, but she keeps going. Marcus watches from the back, tears streaming down his face. The verdict shocks the courtroom. The jury finds the agency negligent and the state liable for systemic failure. Alana is awarded a multi-million-dollar settlement. But more importantly, laws begin to change. The new task force is created to investigate missing black girls. A database is formed to flag suspicious foster placements. The hotline is launched to report abuse anonymously. Marcus and Alana are invited to speak at advocacy events. They become faces of reform. But for them, it's not about fame. This isn't justice, Marcus says. This is the beginning. Alana begins therapy. She slowly reclaims her life, getting a job, taking classes, and learning to feel safe again. Marcus moves her into his apartment until she's ready to live on her own. Some nights, she wakes up in tears. He's always there. One day, she hands him a small box. Inside is a keychain. A tiny gas station logo, the place where they last saw each other as kids. I never let go, she says. Not really. They hug. Me neither. For 10 years, a brother unknowingly walked past his sister's face, forgotten by the system, erased by bureaucracy, and failed by those sworn to protect her. Alana's story is one of thousands. But unlike most, this one found its way home. Let this remind us. Every name on a missing poster is a person, and sometimes it takes just one person refusing to forget to change everything. If this story moved you, don't scroll past. Share it, talk about it, because silence is what keeps the forgotten lost. Support local organizations fighting for children in foster care and missing persons of color. Your voice can be the one that brings someone home.